Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that sparks curiosity, controversy, and a lot of hidden truths. The act and dark psychology of ignoring a woman. Now let's be real, relationships are complicated, attraction is complicated, and human psychology even more complicated. But here's the catch, sometimes doing less gets you more. That's where the strategy of ignoring a woman comes in. Not in a cruel way, not in a manipulative way, but as an act that taps into deep-rooted psychological triggers most people don't even realize exist. In this video, we're going to break it all down. Why ignoring a woman can create such a powerful psychological reaction. The dark side of female psychology that makes this tactic effective. And most importantly, how to use this knowledge responsibly without turning it into manipulation or toxicity. Stick with me until the end because I'll also share a story-driven example that'll open your eyes to how powerful this really is. Let's get into it. Main body 1. Why ignoring works, the foundation of human psychology. Before we jump straight into ignoring women, we need to understand the psychology behind it. Humans by nature crave attention, we want validation, we want to feel seen, appreciated, and acknowledged. This is true for men, women, everyone. But here's the twist. When you take attention away, it creates scarcity. Scarcity makes people value things more. It's a principle of economics and psychology. Think about it. When water is everywhere, people waste it. But when there's a drought, every single drop becomes precious. The same applies to attention. If you're constantly giving her attention, she starts to undervalue it. It becomes normal, expected, even boring. But the moment you pull back, she starts questioning, doubting, and wanting it back more than ever. That's the dark psychology of ignoring a woman. 2. The female mind and the craving for attention. Let's talk about female psychology. Women are naturally more socially oriented than men. From a young age, they develop stronger emotional intelligence, better communication skills, and a deeper sense of connection. Because of this, attention and validation play a huge role in how they feel about themselves and others. Now, when a woman likes you, or even if she doesn't yet, your attention signals value. Your words, your energy, your presence, it all tells her, this man sees me, this man chooses me. But when you ignore her, the story in her mind flips. Suddenly she starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me? Does he not find me attractive? Is there another woman in his life? Her brain gets caught in a storm of curiosity, self-doubt, and even desire. And here's the kicker. The more she thinks about you, the more she feels for you. That's the power of ignoring. 3. The contrast effect, attention versus silence. One of the biggest reasons ignoring works is because of something called the contrast effect. If you're always warm, always available, always ready to reply instantly, your attention loses weight. It becomes background noise. But when you suddenly go quiet, the silence becomes deafening. The absence of your attention stands out like a flashing red light. It's the same reason why food tastes better when you're hungry, or why water feels like heaven after running in the heat. Silence creates a hunger for your presence. 4. The dark side. Why women chase. What they can't fully have now, here's where things get dark. Women, just like men, have egos. They want to feel chosen. They want to feel desired. And when that desire isn't given easily, it activates something powerful inside them. The chase. See, most men make the mistake of giving everything up front. They over-text, over-call, over-praise, over-invest. And what happens? They kill the mystery. They kill the challenge. But women are wired to desire challenge. The harder something is to get, the more value they assign to it. So when you ignore her, strategically, not cruelly, you're essentially raising your value in her eyes. She starts to think, what makes this guy different? Why doesn't he need me the way other men do? What's so special about him? And just like that, you become the exception. 5. A story. The power of silence. Let me give you a story to bring this to life. Imagine a man named Alex. Alex liked Sarah. She was beautiful, confident, and used to men falling at her feet. Alex, like most guys, started off showing interest, texting her often, complimenting her, trying to make plans. At first, Sarah responded, but soon she got used to his attention. She started replying late, sometimes not at all. Her interest dipped. Most guys would have panicked. They would have doubled down, tried harder, begged for attention, but not Alex. Instead, he went silent. He stopped texting. He stopped chasing. He focused on himself, hitting the gym, spending time with friends, working on his goals. At first, Sarah didn't notice, but after a few days, something strange happened. She started wondering, why hasn't Alex texted me? Is he over me? Did he find someone else? Her mind started racing. Suddenly, she missed his attention. She started checking his social media, waiting for him to reach out. And then, almost without realizing it, she texted him first. That's the act and dark psychology of ignoring a woman. 6. The responsibility of using this power. Now, before we go further, let's pause. Because this strategy, while powerful, can easily turn toxic if misused. Ignoring a woman should never be about cruelty, manipulation, or control. It should be about self-respect, boundaries, and balance. Here's the truth. If you're ignoring her just to play games, you're setting yourself up for an unhealthy relationship. But if you're ignoring her because you refuse to beg for attention, because you respect yourself, because you won't tolerate being taken for granted, then it becomes a healthy act of self-control. And trust me, women can feel the difference. 7. The psychology of respect. Here's something most men don't realize. A woman can't truly love a man she doesn't respect. And what kills respect faster than anything else? Neediness. When you ignore her strategically, you're communicating, I'm not desperate for you. I have my own life. I choose you, but I don't need you. That builds respect. And respect is the foundation of attraction. 8. When ignoring doesn't work. Now, let's be honest. Ignoring a woman isn't a magic trick. It doesn't work in every situation. For example, if she never liked you in the first place, ignoring her won't suddenly make her fall in love. If you overdo it and turn cold, she'll just move on. If you're using it as a manipulative tool, it can backfire and destroy trust. The key is balance. Ignoring works best when she already has some level of interest. You've been giving too much attention, and you need to reset the balance. You're doing it from a place of strength, not weakness. 9. The long-term game. Ignoring isn't just about making her chase you for a few days. It's about setting a standard for the relationship. When you show her that you're not going to overinvest, beg, or lose yourself just to keep her, you set the tone for how she treats you long-term. Women respect men who respect themselves. And sometimes, the most powerful way to show self-respect is through silence. Conclusion. So, let's wrap this up. The act and dark psychology of ignoring a woman isn't about being cruel. It's about understanding human psychology, the power of scarcity, and the deep desire for attention. When done correctly, ignoring a woman creates mystery, builds respect, and resets the balance of attraction. But when abused, it can become toxic and manipulative. At the end of the day, the lesson is this: don't give away your attention too easily. Value yourself. Create space. Build respect. Because sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever ignored a woman and seen her reaction shift completely? Or maybe you've been ignored and felt the power of it yourself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if you found this video valuable, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and relationships, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and remember, your attention is power. Don't waste it.